How to reverse insulin resistance.
If you or somebody that you love is insulin resistant, send them this video. They'll thank you later. We're going to talk about how to go from this to this, or from this to this, by focusing on something called insulin resistance. There's a spectrum of insulin sensitivity. Some people are more insulin sensitive, and some people are more insulin resistant. And if you ask an insulin sensitive person what's wrong with the rest of us, they may be tempted to say, well, they should just eat less and exercise more. What many people don't realize is that when you have insulin resistance, you're playing against a rigged deck. Insulin resistant people have more sugar cravings, they have more frequent hunger and often more intense hunger. They have brain fog, which makes it difficult to concentrate and focus on goals. They often feel tired after eating, and there's a strong correlation between being insulin resistant and having anxiety or depression. Insulin resistant people have symptoms that make them more prone to unhealthy habits. The unhealthy habits lead to more insulin resistance, and the cycle perpetuates itself into a destructive problem, leaving us feeling very, very frustrated. In order to get insulin under control, we need to know what increases insulin levels and what reduces insulin levels. If you struggle with snacking and overeating, then fasting might be a great solution. When we're fasting, we're not starving. We're simply switching fuel sources. Instead of burning food for fuel, we are burning body fat for fuel. And while we're in a fasted state, burning body fat for fuel, we are keeping our insulin levels low. This allows our bodies to regain some insulin sensitivity. A diet that is high in processed carbohydrates and sugar is also a problem. And a wonderful way to fix this problem is with fiber. If you go to my TikTok page, I have a playlist right here called the Fiber and Fasting Playlist. And on this playlist, I have episodes explaining how fiber can help control glucose and insulin levels. Eating a diet with lots of high glycemic foods increases insulin levels. The answer to this is to consume more low glycemic foods. If you have no idea what low glycemic foods are, I've got this food guide which is super helpful, and it's available for free in the Trenty Talk community on Facebook. You can request to join, and right here at the top we have the food guide, and you can either download it, print it out, or save it to your phone. A sedentary lifestyle leads to low muscle mass, which makes it difficult to control insulin levels. The answer to this is to build that muscle mass with exercise and resistance training. The nice thing about this is you can start with things like fasting, fiber, and low glycemic foods, and often very quickly you can start to see some of these symptoms disappear. This breaks the cycle. Breaking the cycle makes it much easier to do the exercise and resistance training. These are some straightforward solutions that will help you go from being more insulin resistant to more insulin sensitive.